Yo, Big Sir tapping in. Welcome back to the Village Podcast, man. We got a full house today. Shake, what's up, man?
Man, chilling. I'm here. How y'all doing?
Shit, good, man. Up. Hello. Yeah, is back in the building. My boy, good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who don't know, the newest member of the Village, the one and only Donnell Jones.
R&B extraordinaire.
Yeah, singer.
With the Barry White voice.
You see how he dropped it?
Right?
Yeah, he dropped it. Hey, he dropped it so smooth. So
Yeah.
smooth. Appreciate y'all tapping in. So this is our autism acceptance series that we are kicking off this month. Hence the green. We still repping the tribe. I got the hats in the building. Don't forget, man, we got something in the back if y'all can see it. The Village is teaming up with a tribe called Dads for
Yes, sir.
Autism Acceptance Month. It's gonna be dope. We got something special coming for y'all. We'll show you the back, but I don't want to interrupt our special guest who is from Dallas, Texas. She is, golly, we just talked about a whole bunch of stuff. She's a tattoo artist, but she is owner and founder of BWS Academy. Miss Kalea, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Hi. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Kalia.
Yeah, I'm sorry. See, I knew I was
You
gonna
asked
mess
that
up.
like 12 times.
I know, I said it like 12 times.
God,
I know her as Spunk.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm not embarrassed by that name. That's my name in the streets.
Okay.
Spunk.
Well, hey, we
Man, the
just gonna call
streets.
you Spunk. But for everybody else,
We don't need to blur your face or nothing, right?
I was
Okay.
there.
so Kalia is the founder of BWS Academy. And tell us the name of your tattoo parlor as well.
It's called Vaava Inc.
Okay.
It's in Richardson, Texas. It's a private studio.
Okay.
Catered to just Black people.
Okay. Nice. I like the way you just said that. We'll make sure we get all your information.
No, everybody needs a tattoo.
Can't nobody else get in, bro.
Only Black people can get in. So if you're not Black, you can't get in.
You like
Sorry.
bad. My bad.
I mean,
I was out of pocket.
that was a good like door opener. Yeah, yes. Everybody's live. Everybody's good now.
So you specialize in the more melanated skin.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Not segregation.
Yes,
No.
yes.
All right.
Again.
No segregation. You're not discriminating.
No say tans only.
No.
Look, it's too early
None
for this.
whatsoever. Let's not do that. So explain to us about Big Wave Swim Academy and how it pertains to what we're here for, the autism spectrum. I know you teach kids and adults how to swim properly and safely, but you got this new thing coming out. We want to hear about it because there's a whole lot of parents that watch our show that want to teach their kids how to swim because of a lot of things which we'll get into. But yeah, give us some background on the program and we'll go from there.
Okay. I kind of like to try to start from the beginning
Okay.
because it's like the reason why I'm doing all this.
Right.
My grandma's put me in swim lessons every year since I was a kid. As soon as I got into high school, I got on a swim team. When I turned 16, I lifeguarded. Like swimming has been a part of my life, integrated in my life always. And when I went to the University of Hawaii and swam very briefly professionally, I didn't like racing, but I love teaching. And then when I noticed when I was in college and I ended up going to TWU, again, it's not a lot of people in the water like us. And it was just annoying to be the only like Black person at like a swim meet at the swimming pool. So I took it upon myself to try to start a program at TWU that ended up turning into a business where it caters to Black people and lowering the drowning statistics because there's a whole history on why Black people don't swim, why there is a stereotype. And so I was just like, I'm not doing nothing right now. We can work on this. I started the program and I just want people, it's not just about teaching people how to swim, it's about teaching people how to be comfortable because it's not that Black people can't swim. It's the fact that we are afraid of the water and we fear the water. So in my program, I try to do practices or games or anything to help calm a person or individual being in the pool. So I kind of take that approach. It's a little bit of like a slow approach. A lot of swim schools don't do it. They don't take the time to like, okay, let's slowly integrate ourselves in the water. Let's become one with the water. Let's be friends. Let's not fight the water, all that stuff. So I kind of instill that in my program. Then after we take out the fear, I start teaching the basic stuff such as laying right on your stomach, like laying horizontal. Not everybody wants to have their head up, and that makes your body vertical, and that actually ends up making you drown. So it's because people are more concerned with their head and their mouth up versus putting their face in the water. You have to be horizontal. So we kind of talk about the right body positioning. We start with the breathing, the correct way to breathe. After that, we start with our motor skills, coordination, which is the kicking and using your hands at the same time. And because a lot of people don't understand that, they don't know how to do that all at once. After I started the business and I was teaching, again, I noticed that there was another gap. There's autistic children not being taught. When I was on swim team, there was a boy who was on my swim team and he was autistic. And the kids would make fun of him, but he was a fast swimmer. He was extremely fast. I'm still friends with his family and him to this day. And he's on his way to the Olympics in
Nice.
Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So he's doing great. And it's not that autistic kids can't swim. They can. They just need the extra work and patience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You gotta meet them where they're at.
Yeah. And a lot more communication with the parents in regards to like you told me when we were on a phone call, what drives them, what motivates them, in their learning environment or at home. So it just takes a lot of patience. And I feel like a lot of swim schools or people don't take on that challenge because they're like, oh, that's a lot of money that goes into that. Or it's a lot of time that they don't want to waste. So that's basically that.
That's interesting. I'm gonna throw a stat out there. Okay? And I'm gonna let you guys chime in on this. So nearly 49% of children on the spectrum attempt or actually go through with an elopement. For those who don't know what elopement is, it's when a kid wanders off into an known environment. You lose a kid while you're walking through the store, they could just run off, right? It's prone in the autism community. 71 to 91% of drowning deaths. 71 to 91% in the autism community is due to kids on the spectrum that don't know how to swim. So what you're doing is God's work, right? Because I feel like that is the quickest way to really, just say, hey, we appreciate you, right? Because it's a problem in our community. So if you could touch on that, and guys, y'all want to chime in, but those are staggering stats that I saw when I was doing the research. What does BWS mean to the community of autism to you?
To me, it means, a safe space for your children to learn. I want you to be able to be the one-stop shop, and your answers all your questions can be answered here in regards to your child learning how to swim. I don't want you to be confused and be like, there's nothing out here for you. There is something out here for you. So just like our mission is to lower the statistics and just Black people, the drowning rates in Black people, which we are the highest ethnicity in America that has the highest drowning rates. We also want to solve that statistic that you just mentioned in regards to we want to help lower that as well. That should not be, the end all be all. That's going to be the statistics, and it gets higher each year. We want to help solve that. That's what it means to the community. We are the answer.
Shay, I just want to get your thoughts, on those stats. You down there in Florida, and the stories we've seen over the last 2-3 years, there's a lot of stories that have come out of Florida of, obviously because there's a beach right there, but 71 to 91%, man, talk on that a little bit, man. Are we not being careful enough, or what do you think is the issue from an elopement standpoint?
So from my standpoint and what I've experienced being out, me personally, my son has to be on my hip. at all times. You either have to be touching me, I have to be holding your hand, I have to be able to see you. And there's a lot of times where we're in stores or where we're out and, people just allow the kids just to run off. Now, I don't know whether they're autistic or not, but I see it and it happens on a normal basis. As far as those numbers goes, it really makes sense because down here in Florida, you do have, the ocean that's right here. You do have a lot of bodies of waters. You have ditches where, water are. You have ponds. It's hot down here. Nearly every home down here has a pool. And most times there isn't a gate or anything that's stopping a kid from being able to get into it. So if you have a pool, and there's a door and there's not any type of safety precautions that's put in place, like a lock that's higher up for the kid not to be able to reach. A lot of times parents, they don't keep an eye on their kids. And, at some point that kid is going to wander off and they're going to get to that water. And from what I know about kids that are on the spectrum, water is something that it soothes them.
Yeah.
My son, he's attracted to water and he loves it. He's a little water baby. He's been swimming lessons since 6 months. And that's what happens with a lot of kids that's on the spectrum. They go to it because of the, the movement, the feel of it, the sound, and it draws them to them. And when parents don't take the time to put their kids in swimming lessons, it poses as a threat to them, and they get away and they don't know how to swim. They don't know how to float. So it doesn't even give the parents enough time to get out there to be able to save them. And if they do know how to float, that there might be a chance for them to survive, but it happens so often and it's sad.
I mean, my son can't swim at all. I can't swim. It's a generational situation.
Okay.
I don't even.
Are you scared of water?
I ain't gonna say I can swim. I cannot die. How about that? I can survive. I can survive. I cannot die for about 6 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm back on it.
That's more than enough.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Hey, it's essential. That's all you need.
I'm big, so I'm like on the back, trying to float, trying to survive.
Can you float?
Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The science is definitely there.
The dad body.
The dad body saves me every time.
Every time.
Every time I think about doing exercise, I'm like, nah, I gotta live. But yeah, I took my kids to Corpus Christi, and on the way there, having a dad moment, I'm like, we should all get boogie boards. So I give them all boogie boards. And my son is so far out there that I thought he needed a passport. That's how close he was to Mexico. And I was scared. I'm like, my behind, my apologies.
No, you're good.
Oh, good. But yeah, so it was a lot of, hey man, look, come here.
Yeah, keep eye contact.
Please don't fall off this board. It's over with. You fall off this board, we're going to have to repaint the room.
But are you scared of the water? That was my question for you.
I'm scared of.
I know you're a grown-ass man.
Dying. You're gonna die. Like, you can't. She was saying, "Hey, put your face in the water," and the whole time I'm like, "No, oxygen is this way. Why would we do that?" But you're a professional, so I'm not going to argue your stance. I'm a sign. Yeah, I'm a sign up.
No, I highly encourage anybody who has kids. And they don't know how to swim, I'm gonna ask you, do you know how to swim? If you don't know how to swim, you're gonna get in the pool too, point blank period. Well, because the children learn from you. They look at you at the end of the day and they're like, Dad's not swimming. I'm not finna swim.
Yeah.
So you in there too.
There you go, D. Jones.
Look, I'm in there.
They
We got some water wings and some float device or something.
Okay.
She's not gonna drown now. Like, obviously, still support you.
Right? A lot ready.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I don't want to go to jail.
You're good then. WS is safe. It's all about safety. Safety first.
Those water wings are available on demand.
Okay. But what are your thoughts on those numbers? Because I mean, look, we've talked about it a lot, right? Yeah. So I've been guilty of losing sight. We've had some issues that we've talked about at school. What are your thoughts on it, man?
I mean, it's the prevalence is very high. But going back to, what Shay said, I was the same way at one point where, Wyatt had to be on my hip and I had to see him. I had to see where he was at all times. Right. But I was talking to another parent at ABC, and the parent said, well, you have to kind of reverse it. It's just like teaching your child, hey, watch for the cars. You start teaching your child, hey, hold my hand at all times. Make sure you look behind for dad or mom or whatever the case may be. And so we started teaching Wyatt that early. So whenever Wyatt would hear my voice, if he tried to take off in the store or something like that, I say, hey, Wyatt, no, stop. now since repetitive
It's
motion
trained.
is
Yeah.
key to kids with autism,
Yeah.
you know, that's now he automatically stops. Or if he goes more than like 10 steps, he'll stop and he'll look back.
Right.
And, you know, so
Yeah.
just training and continues. And I know how to swim. So my first time learning how to swim, I'm from Mississippi. I got through in a pond. So we had to learn. My cousin, my grandma was like, nah, you gotta learn how to swim because we got ponds all over the pasture and all that stuff. So
Please don't throw your children in ponds.
no, but that's how I learned to swim. And my
Hey,
coach
that's
told me you got to get back to
that's
back to the ground. And so I swam, and it was terrible. But now I can swim. I'm not on Olympic team swimming, but I can swim, and my daughter knows how to swim now. His mom and Wyatt doesn't know how to swim.
Oh, we've seen. We've seen.
Yeah, don't bring that up.
We've seen mom
Don't
in
bring it.
action.
Yeah, but she survived. She did what
She did what D. Jones did.
She didn't die.
she knows how not to
She
die.
did.
Survived.
All I'm saying.
Boy,
But
she
yeah,
survived.
but I think now what people knowing what eloping is and understanding what it's about, especially with kids with autism,
Right.
we're more overly focused on making sure you're not running off, but where are you at all times and things
Right.
of that nature. So
Yeah.
I think that percentage will come down as we now accept autism for what it is, and I think that goes down. But definitely, Black people are afraid to swim.
Always have been.
Women are different from men when it comes to swimming. It's because of that silky number 2.
Yeah.
They don't want to get that wet.
They're not getting that.
Nah,
They'll put on a whole bathing suit.
Yeah,
Lay money
yeah.
down the drain.
Yeah,
Hey,
Show's dry.
that's why they head above.
if it's with 4 feet, they'll stay right on in it.
Yep.
And stay right back on out.
Yep.
Kneecaps down.
So, Spunk, I got a question for you because it's something we talk about when you're doing your research, and it's going to be key to your success, is that there are a lot of kids that are nonverbal, right? So how do you combat that? And how do you basically give that parent a peace of mind and saying, okay, like he can't talk. He can't tell you, yes or no, or he can maybe shake his head. He can understand everything that you do, but how do you kind of break that ice to say, hey, you done this? Because I know you work with Sir, and Sir was great, right? He listens, he understands, but we did the same thing. We told you, hey, he's nonverbal, but he can still he can sign language, he can do things and nod his head, but there are going to be certain kids that may not have that ability, right? So how do you combat that for a parent from a safety aspect?
Again, our conversation was like extremely helpful. So like I mentioned earlier, communication with the parent is key. Again, telling me everything in regards to what drives them, what motivates them, their habits at the school, with their teachers. You told me about creating a form where you can give it to the teacher, the parents can give it to the teacher and like write down, their education is there and how their behavior is in a learning environment from there. And same with at home. But my biggest thing that I'm going to integrate is, again, having the parents involved. Even when they're nonverbal, they're looking at you. And usually when they look at their parents, they want to repeat what the parents do. So having the parent in the pool, if possible, I would highly encourage that and integrate them into the lesson because it's also like a fun bonding moment for them. They thinking this is a game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So they see mom or dad doing a streamline and pushing off the wall and coming to me, they're going to want to do the same thing.
I love that.
So that's how I feel I'm going to combat that. That's how that's going to work.
I love that. Because, it's, guys, Shake, Major's been, in swim lessons since he was 6. Now, I know Major speaks, but, give us an idea of how that interaction has gone. Because I know he's been doing it for a while. What have you seen that's worked, and this is all things that can help Spunk, because at the end of the day, these are use cases, right? That I think she can really base, how she moves going forward. With kids that are on the spectrum.
Of course. So to start out, like I said, he was going since 6 months. We didn't get his diagnosis until around 2. I don't feel that there was a significant change in him until a little bit after 1. And we've had the conversation about what happened around that time.
Right.
But 6 months, they start you out with the parent in the pool because at that point, from birth until 6 months, that kid has spent every waking moment with you. So you have to have that bonding moment and be able to soothe them and calm them enough to be able to take the instruction in the pool. Now, once he got older, he was able to take more instruction and be able to go through the movements a lot better by way of just consistency through the instruction. And at this point, I was out of the pool and through repetition. So showing them the movements first, even if they don't actually understand what you're verbalizing to them, if you show them and they see it, they can be able to mimic the moves. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, through repetition over and over again and doing the movements with them so that they can understand what it is. And with Major, what he would do is he would make me do it, or I would have to show him what it is a couple of times. And then out of nowhere, he'll just start doing it himself. So with kids on the spectrum, it's all about repetition. It's all about consistency. And that correlates with inside the pool and outside.
100%. I think it's, like I said earlier, it's God's work, what you're doing. And with this being, Autism Acceptance Month, AKA Autism Awareness Month, I think it's good that we promote you, right? Because summertime is coming. I know you have a platform. I know you have, the setup and everything, but how can parents contact you?
So the best way right now, and unfortunately it's still under construction, but my website, there will be a form on my website where you can fill out to contact me through email, and then we'll have I want to do consultations with parents that have autistic children. Like I said, I want to have that conversation before you give me your money. It's not about the money. Like, I just want to talk first. But you can go to my website, fill out the form, and then I'll reach out via email. I feel like that's the best way. Honestly, you can DM me, but unfortunately, I do a plethora of things, and I go MIA for a few days because of everything I do.
Well, do you have what are your handles? I mean, are you on Instagram? Are you on all the social media?
Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are all the same. It's bws.academy.
Okay. And also the tattoo part, we can't forget about that. Only Black people. Segregation. These jokes, guys. just playing. But no, seriously, because last month was it
Women's Month?
Women's Month. And I know we're all dads here. You're not a mother yet, but you are a woman. So we want to represent you, right? And, I know we're a month behind, but I think at the end of the day, we show our appreciation to those that are.
Oh, it's still March. It's still Women's Month.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's still March.
Yeah. Last month was
like, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. When this airs, it's going to be April. This is fair. Yeah,
he's jet lagged. Please forgive me.
Smart ass.
Bro, I'm just reminding you, bro.
I miss you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I miss you.
Reminding you, man.
But yeah,
I'm the help.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I know we've got some things that we need to talk about coming up for, y'all stay tuned. We're going to do probably some media stuff to just kind of walk through with Sir. I guess I'll be in the pool as well. So I got to get prepared for that. And do some push-ups. Gotta get out of hot.
Get that iron.
You better not be in that pool with no t-shirt on.
Hey, listen, I'm being there. I'm being there with no shirt on. Trust me. I gotta get some work in, buddy. Don't worry about it. And you, all right? I got you. But no, man, this is
like a challenge.
This has been great. I mean, I think with everything that we are, everything that's transpiring in the world right now, it's good to know that there are people out there. Like yourself that are bridging that gap in our community. We appreciate you for really, ever since you came to me about it, like you taught Journey how to swim. Now that you're really diving into this, like you're really setting yourself apart. And I think us, giving you your flowers, I think is amazing right now. So we appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you all for being patient with me. Like I said, I do a lot sometimes, and so I kind of get lost in tattoos, and then I still go to school. So I try to. Hopefully, we graduate next semester.
Okay,
I pray.
Don't say hope.
Okay,
speak it.
graduate.
Yeah, we graduate.
We are graduating. Listen, we
Ain't no
graduated.
stopping now.
Yeah.
Ain't no stopping.
And like I said, I wouldn't be able to like continue doing it if it wasn't for like people like you, y'all, like who actually believe in what I'm doing. Like I kid you not, last year I really was gonna stop doing the swim lessons. Like
Really?
I was gonna quit.
She was. I know
Wow.
for a fact she was.
And I was kind of tired, but and I kind of overworked myself. But right when I was about to like throw in the towel, a girl had came to me and she was wanting swim lessons, and she was saying how her brother, when she was younger, her brother passed away from drowning, and because of that, her mom took them out of the pool and everything. I was like, oh, okay, let's keep pushing. Thankfully, and she wanted to do the swim lessons before she had her baby, and went to her baby shower a couple weeks ago, and now she knows how to swim. Yeah,
Nice.
so she feels
So-
confident.
That's
So
confidence
they got
to
you
you.
back on. They got you back on the saddle. Now
Yeah.
Yeah.
your confidence is back.
There
You
we
look
go.
like
What's up?
you're excited about it.
Hmm.
And I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that, we want to give to our viewers is that just that natural, you get excited teaching people, and we need that, right? Because you just can't be, Neil does it perfectly with the I don't know, Facebook. You just hear, just doing a job, right?
Mhm.
And I think we see that a lot. We see that a lot in public school, right?
Mhm.
We see it enough. Teachers just there for a check. But to be sincere, I think it's super dope.
Still have
Yeah.
a passion. You know what I mean? It's a passion situation to teach someone not to die in the water.
Why you have to say it like
What do you
that?
mean? That goes in my head every time I'm in the water. I'm like, don't die here, bro. You spend all this money on vacation.
can say
Don't die. This is stupid to waste your PTO to
We'll
die.
talk about our kids.
My son does not die in the water. You're welcome.
Wait, did you say what's your PTO?
Yeah,
Bro.
I meant that. You imagine blowing off 40 hours just to not wasting my PTO.
Make sure you get her information. So
I have a hot
teach.
5 at home. We all coming.
Because you need to learn how to swim, bro.
Hey man, I get it. I get it.
I ain't putting your head underwater.
That doesn't make sense to me, but I'm gonna listen. You know where there's no oxygen? Put your face there. That's where I want your face at.
Man, you know what? Y'all got any more
I'm gonna
questions?
pray for y'all over there.
Fuck, man. Josh,
Yes.
you got any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I have a suggestion. You said you were going to be doing a consultation with the parents. I would say after speaking with so many people who have kids that are on the spectrum, gather up a good amount of questions that you can hold in the bank just to be able to know what to ask a parent if they don't ask an important question that you need to know with the kids in the pool.
Okay, I'll do that. I also have a girl. Hopefully, we'll be getting help this summer, so I'm not the only one tackling this. But she believes she works in a hospital specifically for the autistic children.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I've been asking her questions and everything too. So
Yeah.
I most definitely will do that.
It's always good to have people in your corner that are familiar with the community and just how to maneuver
Mhm.
with the kids. That's another added
Bonus.
feel good for a parent to say, okay, you're not just out here by yourself. You don't have any ties other than, kids you went to school with, right? But
Mhm.
he's an adult now. But it's 2026. So that gives you that much more, to me, credit as to, hey, this is real. This is authentic. I need to tap in with BWS Academy because safety first.
Yes. Water safety first.
Water safety first.
Yes.
So we need to cut these numbers down with these elopements and these drownings because it is a very sore subject within our community. Man, this has been great. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to really come out here and just sit down and promote your business. And we really look forward to working with you on whatever level you need from us. We are like your big brothers. So if you need anything from us, we'll always be here. And again, man, this is episode 7.
Yes, sir.
Big 7.
Big 7.
Exactly.
Yeah. Autism Big 7 this month. It's the village, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Kalea, appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Bump.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Spunk. Call me by my street names.
Call us, hey.
Oh,
You see in the
she
streets.
heavy in the streets.
You see in the streets. Just call us Spunk.
Spunk.
Now,
What do
Spunk.